Hello everyone, welcome to Cornflower Crafts. I was working on a thank you card before I had to stop everything on that, put it on the side of the desk to make Handsome's Valentine Day card, but I wanted to put the finishing touches on this card and thought you all might want to come with me. So let's do this together. Okay, as you see, this gorgeous Prima paper. This was gifted to me by Donna, who is Donna Designs. And isn't that gorgeous? Oh, so pretty. And you know, when you have gorgeous double-sided paper, I know you all agree with me. We're like, okay, I love both sides. Both sides are beautiful, but I just thought, you know, to make a card with this paper, and I did, I rounded just two of the corners, and this is the back of it. Isn't that gorgeous paper? And I can show it to you. Oh boy, let me take everything off of here. It is called French Blue. Isn't that cool? It is so pretty. And I went in my little, I have a binder that when I do my paint dyeing of papers and fabric and laces and stuff like that, I place it in the binder. And Dollar Tree, they don't have them, at least I haven't seen them for several years, used to have these great pockets that you could put in the binder, and that's when I put the stuff. This is dyed with acrylic paint, but I don't remember which one it was, you know, the name of it. But yeah, I think it came out so sweet, so pretty. And so I also made for this particular person, I made a bookmark out of this paper, because you know, sometimes you don't know if you are gifted something, if it's something that they had gotten themselves as well. So instead of doing tags and cut aparts and things like that, you think, and this person that this is going to is an extremely talented paper crafter. And I'm like, well, maybe a bookmark. I love bookmarks, by the way. I personally love them. And this is what I came up with on the bookmark. And isn't that fun? And this has that pink lace that I just, what did I show that? With my little other goodies? Yeah. This is just cut, the lace is cut to around the flower itself, and has another little flower here. Then on top of that is a little applique, and on top of that is another applique. Then I did some lace here and here and sewed that on. This is the only thing that's not in the paper pad, is this, the heart. But I took my spun sugar distress oxide, and it was white with the little pink roses, but I, you know, colored it with the distress oxide to make it that way. And as you know too, if you are sewing something and you don't want to get like, well, I have a lot of colors, but they're not always the right colors. You know what I mean? It's not the right blue or what have you. And if you want to do the matchy match thing, then what you could do is do it in white. And if you have the inks, the ink that I'm using on this one, there's two of them. One of them is called Aspen Mist, and the other one is called, these are the chalk inks. This one is called Ocean Depth. And I really enjoyed using those. And so what you can do is just get your dauber, or if you have a little makeup brush or what have you, and then just go over the stitches. See, and if you've done them in white, you can dye them with your inks, you know. And therefore it will look exactly like what you want it to look like. If you want it to be an extreme contrast, you know, then black or dark brown or what have you. But I wanted it to match. And then I just cut out this piece from the paper pad and the piano piece from the paper pad. And with those two inks, I'm hoping that this will show up. I've first gone around with the lighter blue, and then I took this. I love these inks, by the way, that chalk ink. Oh, it's wonderful. And just slid it down after I did my light inking around the whole thing. And that gives it that dark, you know, that little dark rim. And I'm real tickled with the way that came out, you know, happy with it. Oops. Let me put that there. Okay, so let's carry on. I did go ahead and start my pocket for the inside. This is a piece of paper from the pad, and then sewed the lace over it so that this little butterfly is peeking out, because who this is going to loves butterflies. So I've already got that done. I've already, because you know it takes me forever and a day, I've already glued this lace, and that's vintage, by the way, to my knowledge, to this piece of paper. And isn't it, it's from the paper pad. It's just absolutely stunning, isn't it? And I thought this might be fun here. And I went around this with oh boy, I've drawn a blank photo, I know. Vintage photo. That's the only time I did that. Otherwise, I was working with the blues. But I thought that just kind of made that pop, especially since, you know, it looks old, like it's been, you know, the paper's been torn and loved and all sorts of good stuff like that. So I thought this for here might be fun. And what I have, the glue that I have in this one, let me see, yeah, I've got enough in there. I didn't want to run out of glue. Is, look at the back of the paper too. Isn't that stunning? It's just stunning. This is barely art glue in the little one. And it doesn't want to come out at all. Okay. So I take my hat pin and let's try to unclog it. Alrighty. So how are you all doing? I hope good, and I hope whatever projects you all are working on, you're happy with. Don't tell me. No, that did not clear it. All right, let's try again. Well, it seemed to have gone into glue, so let's see if that worked. Let's try this again. And if not, we'll get out. Oh, there we go. We're good. I was going to say we'll get out other glues. I'm enjoying doing cards again. I had someone once describe me purely as a card maker, and I was like, huh? No, but I enjoy it. I do. I enjoy it. I don't like to cover up that writing, because the writing is gorgeous, but I'm gonna. Let's see. Now we've got this here. I just think that right there is stunning. And Then it has, for some cut aparts, it has some tickets. And I went around that in the lighter blue chalk ink. And it says the opera. Yeah. And I thought that might be cute, slanted there. Since it's going through the mail, you're going to see me do it as flat as I possibly can instead of, because this would be adorable up on foam, but no. But I won't be doing that. You see what I mean? When it's two-sided and they're gorgeous. It's tough, isn't it? But you know, Prima gives us so many options with giving us the same, you know, the same print. I'm going to go over that rose like so. Like that. And then what I did for down here, this wonderful spot, I fussy cut. It does have the tags in it too, and isn't she lovely? I think she's just beautiful. So I cut this out, put in my very narrow pink satiny ribbon, and then two layers, I guess you would say, of the lace. And I'm thinking about, but I don't know where I put it. Where did I put it? I had a pink daisy that, oh, here it is. And I'm thinking about putting that there in the middle. Let's do that first because I like it. This is just cut from, it's just trim. It's just a long line of daisies. And I just cut that out of that long line. Let's do our fabric tack on that one. Do you all ever pay close attention to the weatherman, or, you know, weather forecast, weather woman, and then kind of plan your outings and stuff for that? I used to, oh my goodness, I used to watch, keep my eye on the weather like constantly because of working outside on the house. And, but I don't do that, especially in the winter. I worked right up until, I'll be honest with you, outside on Handsome's Man Cave until it was pretty dark. I mean, dark. Got pretty cold. And, yeah, I would work right up until dark if it, you know, if I could, weather permitting. And, but anyway, our weather, it said, no, it was going to be, you know, in the mid to upper 30s, which is fantastic. But it first said snow. You get 100% you're getting snow. And then it said, no, you're not. It's going to be warm enough to where you don't get snow. And I looked out the window at, I think I woke up at, I slept in today. I woke up at like 3:50 or something like that. Woohoo! Sleeping in for me. Snow. So I was like, man, does that ever happen to you where you're like all planned for something? You're like, oh no, I'm not doing that. It's snow all over. So let's see. Where do I want it there? I don't want it like that. But I want it to the point where my ribbon does not go over. I personally would like it like that, but not going through the mail. So let's do that. I did the same thing with this, with going around it with the light ink first and then with the dark. That was fun. So yeah, I will go over as far as I can get without, you know, with it being safe. let's see, as far as I can get, which would be there. And I've got like a little bit of glue there and then. Excuse me. Do you all, I love doing layers of lace. Do you all get a kick out of it? In fact, I'm thinking about doing a tag that's nothing but layers of lace. Just boom, 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 boom. Just like that, but just all the way up. You know, when it wouldn't have a beautiful image like this on it. So we've got our front done, I think. I don't think we need anything else. And you all know whenever I say that, then later on I'll add something after the video's over. Then on the inside, oh, and real quick, and I did so that this ribbon frays really well. And I didn't want it to fray, so I did put some, here it is. I have mentioned this before, but not everybody knows about the fray check. You can usually get this in the sewing department. And I've used that for years and years and years. With the shabby chic, a lot of times I want it to fray, but this I didn't. Not the satin ribbon. And you see, it dries clear, but it sometimes, depending on you try to put just a little on it, on your edges. Sometimes it's just a little bit darker, but not much. So when you open this, I lined it with this paper, which is the same. I dyed this the same time I dyed the laces and the fabric and stuff like that. Now, if you're like me, Donna also gifted me a set of dyes that are Tim Holtz, and they are so cool, as you see. But if you're like me and you have issues when it comes to putting anything straight, then, you know, because it just cuts out all the letters for you. And I was like, uh-oh, what do I do? I'm not going to get that straight. So what I did is I took some washi, and I also placed it at the top and the bottom. Now, this washi wasn't, you know how not all washi is created equal. Some of it will come off in a week. You know what I mean? Or the edges will start to come. And some of them will stay down for years. But this was kind of in the middle. So what I did to it, because I did not want it to harm my dyed paper here, was, you know, that trick you can do when you put it on your clothing. You know, rub it a little bit and which makes it weaker. And then I thought, I've got to use this as a template and then put them back in there, because otherwise I'll never be straight. But see, the washi will hold it here, and then you can do just that. So I don't know if you all already do that and you've been doing it a long time, but I just thought I'd tell you what I do. And let's look and see what I want next. I wanted to dress this up a little bit this side, but I also thinking about, let me see, let me make sure you all see what I'm doing. Okay. With my pocket to put the bookmark in, I want that to dry 100% before I see, that needs to go over even more. It needs to go over almost to the end, because I made it, you know, pretty wide. I'm happy with the sewing on that one, though. I'm not always happy with my sewing on paper, I'll be honest with you. I'm much better on fabric. This is art glitter glue, and I'm going to actually just basically put it on my stitches, really, because I got awfully close to the edge. Do y'all do that? The thing is, on this machine that Handsome got me for Christmas, it's just for paper, you know, no fabric on, just paper. It's Let me make sure I'm okay. Yeah, it's are we as straight as I can be? It doesn't have a foot like I want. I'm gonna have to see if I can get a different foot. It's a solid metal foot that's on it. It came with several, but the others aren't the ones I want either. Maybe y'all know what I'm talking about. I want the one that's clear. There's one that's actually clear. It's like a clear plastic, and that's the one I want. You know, but we'll see. I also wanted to decorate this pocket just a little bit, not a whole lot. I cut this out and did the same thing, went around it in the light, and then you can see the dark, so it'll show up real well. And maybe thought put her here. I know it's going to cover up some lace, but... And then I have this tiny, tiny little snippet of trim that I thought might be cute in this corner. And then I took two Paper Studio paper daisies that they had out. Took the little bling in the middle out, put the two together, and then made that little center out of my glittered paper with a regular hole punch that I thought would look really cute like that. Or would it look cute like that? No, it looks cuter like that. So let's do that. And that means we got to go back to Fabri-Tac since we're gluing on lace. I do that. You don't... I've seen other people on YouTube not do that, but I do that. I'm kind of serious today, aren't I? I do that from time to time. Mercy, I think being, you know, fun and funny all, you know, 24/7, that's not real, is it? It's like, whoa. You know, we all try to look, I mean, I think I'm going to go like that. As long as I don't cover up that butterfly. I want that butterfly peeking through. Let's do like that. And, yeah, I've had people all my life say, what's wrong? What's wrong? And I'm like, what do you mean what's wrong? Well, you're serious. Well, I hate to tell you this, but I'm a human being. We have serious moments. Sometimes we have really heavy-duty moments. You know, you just caught me at a heavy-duty moment time. There we go. Let's put this in the corner here. Like so, like right up to the edges. And then later on, I will put stickles in the center of that flower. And then, I'm just wondering, where do I want it? I guess I like it better there, I reckon. It's still snowing. I can, now a few hours later, it's still snowing. I can hear it. Must be a heavy snow. Do I want it like so? Yeah. Let's do it just like so. Alrighty. And then on this side, I wanted, let me put this up. I know it takes me a while putting up my glues, but as you just saw, if I don't, then it wastes time too with me putting my hat pin in there, you know, trying to get the glue to work properly. I wanted this, I cut this out and went around it with this sponge sugar, with the sponge sugar. And I want that in this corner to bring up the pink roses. And I think we can do the Barely Art Glue again. Oops, let's go up that way. And over this way. Okay. And I'm going to have to hold this up so that I can actually see what I'm doing. And since I tore this paper, just make sure I get it where it belongs, you know. I'm liking it like that. And if you put a certain amount of the Barely Art Glue on there, you're able for like a few seconds to, you know, maneuver that exactly where you want it. But if you don't, as soon as you stick it down, that's it. When I cut this out, it needed another leaf. So I cut out another little tiny leaf and already glued that on there. But I'm not sure how I want this. Maybe like so. Or maybe like so. I don't know. Like that? Maybe. I take it, since Valentine's Day is over, I take it you guys are going to start on your Easter. I know that, oh, wait a minute. St. Patty's Day, I know some of you all do crafting for that. I used to. I don't anymore, but I used to. And then Easter. But I know some people have started already. I haven't. But you know, this is my time to not shop like crazy, but to shop some because of my rabbits, you know. And if I get too many, I don't get tons, but Handsome and I went to a thrift store together. He for books, and me for, I go to the linens first always. I do go to the book section that I would be interested in, you know, for junk journaling. And then, I know I want this here. And then, what was I saying? Oh, I saw some bunnies there, and I was like, oh, they're just a couple, but I was like, oh, they are so cute. One of them was like 59 cents, and I was like, I'll show y'all I'll do a thrift haul. Not sure when, but I'll do one. As you know, I like just gluing down the center or the body of the butterfly. Now, when I was fussy cutting them out, I had to take their antennae off because it was just too... If I'm doing it with a little border, I keep them. But if I'm not... And as you know, you can come with an extremely thin pen and make them. And you can actually look at what the designer did and make them just like that. You know, where they come out this way and just a little thicker on the end is what these were done, how these were done. Then I thought maybe here, down here, because I need to write. So I'm going to do this here. Oops, I think I put a little I went a little cuckoo with the glue. Okay. And then the third one. How cute is this little baby one? It's so cute. But I need to make sure I've got it folded properly so that I can just glue the middle. Because this one's tiny. Okay. I also had someone once say how much, I love butterflies. Now, I do like butterflies. I really do. I think they're precious and sweet, and I have a very beautiful memory about the butterfly house in St. Louis. So, with my family. But the main reason that I do a lot of crafting with butterflies, not only do I do a lot of floral, but a lot of people that I care about on YouTube love butterflies. So that's the main thing. So I'm thinking, and that gives me room to write, I'm thinking that's done, except I have to sign it. But let me see. Oh, hopefully, you know how your glue spreads when you do this type of pocket? And I didn't want to, I've already sewn the lace on it, and I didn't want to sew it again. So here's hoping. Oh, whew, we fit, y'all, we fit. I get so nervous because I know that the glue isn't going to stay, you know what I mean? It doesn't stay exactly where you put it. It goes boop a little. But that's how we, yay, it fits. And I'm tickled that it fits. Happy, happy. And that's how the card came out. And I want to thank you all so much for coming along with me. And I want to say hey to Judy, because I know Judy's here whenever she sees this title on a video. Hey, baby, thank you. And I want to thank all of you for being here. And I hope you have a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening. Bye-bye, everybody. Take good care.